Hey, this is your girl Brittany, and I am back with a second video about dating while being in Atlanta and being a virgin. Now, we all know that dating can be very, very difficult when you are having sex. But what about if you not having sex? Or what about when you feel like you shouldn't have sex anymore until you find that right guy? It can be even 10 times more difficult dating just because you're not trying to have sex. In Atlanta, there's a lot of down low brothers. There's a lot of guys who are just looking to smash. There's a lot of guys who are just looking to waste your time. Yes, some guys do wake up in the morning and be like, you know what girl can I hurt? I mean, it's stupid, but trust me, it happens. So with me, I do have like my little phone. My notes are in, so I might actually look down on my phone every now and then. So I would like to say that I am a virgin. I am 24, never had sex before. And so I feel like the ones who are virgins who are watching this video, you can really relate to me. I'm not just somebody just speaking whatever to you. I am a virgin, and I've been doing this for 24 years. And for the people who are not virgins, but you want to abstain from sex until marriage, then this is good for you as well. So, the first do not, while you are dating in Atlanta and you are not trying to have sex, I would say do not let him come over late. You might think that's really stupid, but trust me, I've let guys come over at a certain time of the night, and just because it was a certain time of the night, they felt like it was sex, that I wanted sex. I've had a guy come over at 9 p.m. and because it was 9, because it was dark, he felt like I was inviting him to have sex, and that really wasn't my intentions at all. He wanted to cuddle, he wanted to touch, and since that's not what I'm about, I kind of had to stop letting him come over past 7. Sounds really stupid, but a lot of guys' minds are really stupid, to be honest. So I would say do not let him come over at a certain time of the night. If he can't hang out with you at 1 p.m., then he definitely can't hang out with you at 1 a.m. And another thing I would have to say, if you are trying to find the guy of your dreams, then you cannot let him get away with Netflix and chilling. That is not a date, honey. He needs to take you out on a date. Okay? He needs to take you out. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be a movie. It could be dinner. It could be a walk in the park. Do not let him take you on a Netflix and chill at his house. What is he doing? Like, really, what is he doing? And I get it. At 24, his finances might not be where it needs to be. But he can spend $5 on a Tuesday to take you to the movies. There's $5 Tuesdays movie tickets. So he needs to take you out on a date. You have to let him know that, hey, you need to court me. You're not coming over. I'm not coming over. You need to take me. If you want my time, you have to take me out. I would say to be very straightforward with what you want. But I will also say do not do it on the first date. There's been plenty of times where I went on a date with a guy, and it could have been dinner, could have been the movies, and I told him, hey, like, I'm not having sex until marriage. Now, you would think that that's good, right? Being honest and letting him know what you want, what you don't want. But I would have to say that now, looking back on my decision to do that, it was very, very wrong. This is our first date. He doesn't know if he likes me. Right now, all he's focused on is how pretty I am. That's it. So how can a guy decide, okay, well, I'm just not going to F with nobody else, and me and you don't have to have sex on the first date? How can he make that decision on the first date? So I will have to say, wait, a couple of dates. Let him like you first before you just let him know what it is about you not having sex until marriage. give him some time to make the decision that, okay, he doesn't want to F with nobody else. Because if you tell him that on the first date, he don't even know if he like you. This is just a date. You know, I don't even know your last name. You know, how can I make the decision of, okay, I'm going to just be with you and we're not going to have sex? So I would say probably wait a couple of dates. Make sure that he likes you first. Make sure that you like him, because if you don't even like him, then there's no point in telling him that you're a virgin. What's the point? So I would have to say that. And my favorite one, I would say, do not kiss on the first date. That's just something that I don't do. On the first date, I don't really know you. I don't really know who you've been kissing. I just don't like kissing on the first date. Like, I never, ever kiss on the first date. It's just, I'm trying to get to know you and kind of figure you out, and I'm not really focused on kissing on the first date. However, I do love to kiss. Kissing is one of my favorite things to do, if he knows how to kiss. Because if he doesn't know how to kiss, then there's no point. And I had a guy that I actually liked, and he had a bad breath. And because I love kissing so much, it kind of just messed up our situation. However, I didn't just cut him off. You know, I told him that he had bad breath, and even when he tried to fix it, it just wasn't fixable. So bad breath can kill a situation. I will also say, do not let a guy that you're interested in, and vice versa, call you bruh. Like, do not let him call you bruh. I think that's very, very disrespectful. And you have to respect yourself, you know? You've respected yourself for so long with not just giving up your goodies to anybody. So I just think that you gotta let a guy know that you're very serious, and that, hey, I'm not your homeboy, don't call me bruh. We are not cool, we're not homies. I'm a girl that you're interested in, and you're gonna call me by my name, and you're gonna respect me. Don't call me bruh. I mean, I don't allow no man to call me bruh. Don't. I'm not a dude. So next, I would say, and this isn't just for virgins or being celibate. This is for any girl who's trying to date and actually meet a guy. And I would say, do not show him your crazy side early on. If you are really trying to bag a guy, I would say do not show him your crazy side. He does not need to know that you're crazy. I mean, I know that you're crazy. I think every female has a little crazy in them. But he doesn't need to know that. You know, if he doesn't call you one day when he told you he was going to call you, and because of that you done went to his house and put sugar in his tank, that is not attractive. And you might need help. But that's a different discussion. So I would just say, please do not be crazy early on. That's a very, very turn off. That's a turn off for women. For me, if we've been on one date or and you already crazy and I ain't even do nothing, you know, yeah, that's a turn off. That can't do it. I would say the next thing, and this is just for anybody. This isn't because you're a virgin or you're being celibate. Just anybody. I would say make a guy open the door for you. Do not get in his car without him not opening the door. If y'all about to go into a store or go into a movies or whatever, he needs to open the door for you. You need to let him know that you have to respect me. Chivalry is not dead. It is not dead. It is not dead. So make sure that he opens the door for you. And if he doesn't, stand right there. He's going to get the hint. He's going to get the hint. So I would say he has to open the door for you. Always. Always. Okay, now this one is for the virgins and the girls who are celibate. Do not be sexting. Do not send him some sexy picture of you in some lingerie. you're being very confusing. If you send a sexy picture to a guy and you don't want to have sex with him, and you don't plan on having sex with him anytime soon, why would you do that to him? Guys are very visual, very, very visual creatures. And when a guy sees that, he's going to assume that you're just playing, that you really are going to have sex, and he's going to look at you as a challenge or a liar. I mean, neither one is good. Just stay away from the sexting. Don't give him mixed vibes. If you are not trying to have sex with him, do not send him pictures of your thong. I know that you might be feeling sexy one day, but he don't need to know it. Send it to your homegirls. And I would say also, if you are looking to really bag a guy, I would also say do not be clingy. I think that's one of the biggest turnoffs. Do not be clingy. If y'all just started talking and he hasn't texted you in a couple of hours, do not blow up his phone, sis. Do not call him 30 times. Don't leave hateful voice messages. You might think that I'm exaggerating, but I have friends who do this. They will blow up a dude's phone, and then he could have been asleep. Now he done woke up to 30 messages, and now he not even interested in you no more. You didn't show him your crazy side early on. Yes, there's guys who ignore you. There's guys who are going to see the text and not respond. But there is some good guys that maybe they don't have their phone with them. Or maybe they are asleep. Or maybe they're working. Get a guy who works. So that, they might not be sleeping. They might be working. They can't hit you back very quickly. And also, I would say, if you're trying to date and really be serious, I would say do not have pointless conversations. And I mean, I don't like it when a guy texts me, "What you doing?" every 20 minutes. That's just a pointless conversation. We're not getting to know each other. What are we doing? And at this age of me being 24, if you want to talk to me, you're going to have to call me. I don't do text messages. I don't do that for too long. If you want to be with me or you want to get my attention, you're going to have to call me. I'm going to have to know that you can have a conversation over the phone. Because a lot of dudes don't know how to have a conversation over the phone, and that's the dude that's not for me. I need to know that you're able to communicate with me effectively. If not, then what is the point? I am 24. I'm not 19 years old. I'm not going to text you all day. I'm not going to do that. FaceTime me. Matter of fact, take me on a date. You want to see me, take me on a date. That goes back to rule number 3. Take me on a date. I'm not going to be texting you what you doing. I'm not going to be responding to what you doing text. I will respond a couple times to a text message, but after that, I'm just not going to respond to you. You want to talk to me, call me. I am not 13 years old. We're not texting all day. Call me, have a conversation, ask me questions, ask me about my personal life, ask me about my goals, ask me about what I'm doing in life. Don't ask me, do you like to skate? I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I'm more focused on conversations like, what do you see yourself in 10 years? Those are conversations that I like. What do you want to do with your degree? Do you want to get another degree? Do you want to own your own salon? Stuff like that. Not, do you like to skate? Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, now what? Don't have pointless conversations. And I will also say, when you're dating in Atlanta, do not expect too much. I've kind of did this a lot with a lot of guys. I expected way too much from them way too soon. And they were not able to give that to me. And it hurt my feelings because I expected them to just be up here and they were really right here. You cannot expect too much from a guy. Don't have no expectations. When a guy asks you out and y'all go on a date, have fun, live. But don't expect that, okay, well, we gonna get married. Because it might not happen. He might not be the one. I will also say, this is another one. In Atlanta, a lot of girls allow their guy to call them the B word. I've seen it. And the guy will be like, oh, my female is a bad B. Or Just stuff like that. And the girl's just like, yeah, I'm a bad bee. Like, why do y'all do that? You already allowing him to disrespect you. Already. And that's not good. That's really not good, because I'm not saying that it might happen, but there's a bigger chance that this dude gonna call you outside your name at one point. Maybe y'all got, get mad at each other, and he calls you outside your name. You can't really be mad. He been calling you outside your name since the beginning of times. He been calling you to be where you didn't even care, though, because it sounded good. Do not let a man call you to be word. I don't allow it. I don't care if you joking with me. I don't care if you friends. My homegirls don't call me the B word either. I never understood that either. But this is what happens in Atlanta. And maybe because I'm not from here, I don't really get it. But if you're my female friend, you better not call me the B word. If you're my man, you really better not call me the B word. You will respect me the entire time. The entire time. And I would say, just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with what you want. Do not settle for anything less than what you know that you deserve. You have to understand that, ladies, you are the prize. You are the prize. Without us, like, what would men do? I mean, we really do run the world. Don't let a man make you feel less than. Don't make a man make you feel like you have to have sex with them or this isn't going to work. Well, I guess it's not going to work. I have to say that being a virgin has made me realize a lot of things. There's been times that I've talked to dudes and everything was good, and, they wanted to have sex, and maybe I did take a second to think about it. And then maybe later on that day or later on in a couple of days or whatever, we get into an argument, and then he shows his true colors. He calls me outside my name or just whatever. And I'm thinking, like, dang, like, what if I would have gave him my virginity? Then I would be upset. I would be really, really upset. There's been guys that I've liked, and I kind of thought about it. And then turns out that they had girlfriends. Now, what if I would have gave them my virginity and then found out that he had a girlfriend the entire time? I think that being a virgin kind of opened your eyes to a lot of things, and there is no distractions. It's not like, okay, we're having sex and I'm only with you because we're having sex. Like, it gives you a lot more time to actually get to know a person. When you're not having sex, you have to communicate. A lot of relationships are really only still living because of the sex. You do not want to be one of those girls in a relationship with a man who's only using you for sex. Make a man respect you. You have to make a man respect you. Now, not all men are going to want to talk to you when you do tell them that you're a virgin. And you have to really understand that that means that they are not the one. And why would you want a man who can't control his sexual urges? I just feel like 25 and up, if you can't control your sexual urges, I kind of feel like you're not a man. I'm sorry. If you feel like you have to have sex every single day, then, like I said in my first video, you are filling a void, because that is not normal. It is not normal. It's not normal. And maybe you need to start dating women who are not having sex. Maybe you need to be one of those men who are not having sex until you meet somebody that is worth giving your body to, because it's not just women, it's men as well. Men, you are very precious, just like women. And you should not give your body to every single woman that you see. Obviously, y'all don't understand about ties. That stuff is real. Everybody doesn't deserve your time. Everybody doesn't deserve your body. Everybody does not deserve your peace, your environment. Having the wrong person around can really mess up your peace. And that's why I'm so glad that I have not had sex yet, because it really opened my eyes to a lot of guys, to a lot of men. And it just really gives me time to really understand the person and And like I said, I mean, I know there's a lot of guys who aren't going to want to F with me because I'm a virgin. But I kind of just thank God. Like, these are the men that I don't need to be with. These are the men that are looking for sex. These are the men who aren't trying to get to know me, my mind, my spirit, all of that. And what happened to the guys who actually want to go to church? When you date in Atlanta, there's a lot of guys who are not going to want to go to church. I have invited dudes out that I was talking to and asked them, hey, you want to go to church with me? They don't want to go. They don't want to. And see, that's not what I want. I want a guy who will actually go to church with me on Sundays and go to Bible study with me on Wednesdays. That doesn't mean that I'm a goody two-shoes because I go to church, or because I'm a virgin, that means I'm better than everybody else. I'm not. I have the same flaws. I still sin. You know, I still mess up from time to time. But one of the things that I would not mess up on is the way that I feel about my body, the way that I feel about my virginity. You know, that's one of the biggest things about you. And I'm just not going to give it up for somebody who tells me they love me one day. Because they can say they love you on Monday, and they can be telling a lot of other girls they love them too. I mean, and yeah, it can happen while you're married. You know, you could give up your virginity while you're married, and they could be cheating on you. Or they could do you wrong, or y'all could get a divorce. But all that matters that you actually waited until you wanted to. It doesn't matter that the relationship did not work out. You did not have sex until you were ready. You did not have sex before marriage. Like, don't let a guy, because I've had guys do this to me too. Like, okay, so just like we could break up now, we could, get a divorce. Like, so why wait to have sex? There's no guarantees in a relationship. There's no guarantees in a marriage. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Because you get married to the man of your dreams does not mean that nothing is going to happen, that you're going to be together forever. But you know what it does mean? Is that you actually did what the Bible told you to do. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible. I mean, I don't do everything right, but one of the biggest things that I will do out of the Bible is not have sex until marriage. I mean, at least I did it right, the right way. And there's a lot of people who've had sex and not been married, and then they got married and they've been together for years and years and years. So it really just depends on you. What do you want to do? And don't let a man make you change your mind, because if he won't get it from you, he'll get it from somebody else. Why would you want to do like that? No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Be smart. Be respectful. Don't let a man disrespect you. And just have no exceptions. And be straightforward, I would have to say. And make sure you do not let them come over your house. Do not let them come over your house, because that is a way that they're going to try you. They're going to try you up, girl. Do not let that happen. And eventually, you will show him where you live. I feel like when you do that, that should be like the 10th date. When he has taken you out on 10 dates, then he gets to come over and spend time with you. And when he gets to come over to spend time with you, it's not at night. Don't let him come over at 10 o'clock at night. 1 p.m. There's still, light. Don't be in the dark. So, ladies, that will be all for today. I'm still figuring out this whole YouTube thing, and it's a work in progress. But just let me know if there's any other topics you would like for me to talk about. Like I said, you're not alone. It might seem like there's not a lot of virgins left, but I'm one. And it can seem like it's just very difficult to find the love of your life because men want to have sex. But you are not alone at all. I am figuring out dudes still. I've been told lies and been done wrong, and I've been cheated on in relationships because I was not having sex. So I know how it can kind of make you feel like, dang, like maybe I should have sex. But do not let a man make you change the way you feel about yourself and about your morals and values, because you will regret it, and you will regret it. Trust me. Trust me. So be blessed and be good. And until next time, ciao.